Hi Aries, welcome to your reading. This is going to be for the next 10 days. So it is for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. And we're in October. It doesn't matter when you click into the video. It could resonate anytime. If this one doesn't resonate though for you, check out those other placements, okay? We are going to look into your recent past, your current energy, and the near future. And then we'll look into your person's energy and your energy to see what's going on there. I just want to say a huge, huge thank you to everyone who's returning. And if you are new, welcome. I hope you'll stay. I do personal readings. That information's in the description box below if you'd like. So I saw a couple things. The Two of Swords is showing up. They keep having me twist my arm, twist my wrist as I shuffle the cards to look at what's going on when I cut the cards. So the Eight of Cups was in reverse, and then we had the Two of Swords. So I think there was a really tough decision about walking away from something in your life. It could be a family member, a child. I know that sounds crazy, but sometimes we have to let them find their way. And it can be really difficult to turn our backs on them. This could just be a family member in general, a work situation, a love situation. We'll get into it. But I feel like it was you were stuck in a really, really tough position and had to make a choice. And it wasn't something that was easy to do. So for those of you that resonates, my heart's with you. My prayers are with you. All right, let's look into your recent past. We have the Devil in reverse. I'm going to scoot this over so you guys can see it. It goes with the theme of my Halloween. And then we have the King of Cups with the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. In the current energy, we have the Three of Wands, the Seven of Cups, and see, there's that Two of Swords. It's popping back up. And then in the near future, we have the Queen of Pentacles, the Ten of Wands, and the Ace of Pentacles. And then the Four of Cups is the overall. This is exactly what I was trying to describe. With the Four of Cups, he's actually looking down, maybe at the other things that he has available to him, but it's as if somebody wasn't realizing what you had to offer them. If they were turning a blind eye to it, not accepting it, rejecting it, doing whatever it was that they were doing, it's so hard when you love somebody and you want to help them as much as possible, but they just keep rejecting it. In this case, that's what I feel like it is. It's like no matter what, they just kept pushing back. And it's resistance. And it's teaching you how to let go when somebody doesn't want to receive, even though you know it's something really great. I was feeling this earlier, so it must have been getting me ready for you guys to explain what I was feeling. It's like no matter how hard you try to be there, people turn their back on it. And that's just telling you really that you need to stop doing that. In other words, don't give of yourself so freely. Reserve some of that for you, because it can get frustrating and even make us a little bit angry and, create other types of emotions that I don't think right now you can handle carrying. Not that you guys aren't absolutely incredible when it comes to carrying a lot of weight on your shoulders. You're constantly staying busy. You always go, go, go. Aries are just the types of people that as much as you love hard, you know how to receive. But in this case, I feel like you're just giving a little bit more than you should be of yourself. So the Devil in reverse with the King of Cups and the Nine of Pentacles. So this is bringing up a couple things for me. You could have a very loving and strong father figure in your life that as much as he had tried, there may have been some things that created a sense of instability for you. You could have just been dealing with a father that was a Pisces, Cancer, or a Scorpio. And there's something about wanting to help create a self-awareness around what it's like to be independent. Okay, so that's for some of you. For others of you, this could be somebody that's in your life that loves you very much, but for some reason it's like, even though it's in the upright, they create a sense of like holding you back, almost like you can't be the independent person that you choose to be, or you feel like your finances are restricted. And the Devil in reverse just says there's some conflict for me. In the upright, it can be toxic energy, but I don't sense that it's a lot of that. I just think you might feel a little bit smothered by someone who loves you very much that's in your life. Male or female, it doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be a father. It could be a mother figure as well. And it's like you want to break free from the chains and you just would like to go out and be on your own. but this person seems to think that they know better than you do about how to do that. And maybe they have some good advice, but today's kids were born, and I'm going with the 20-30 age group. So if you're not in that age group, I'm not actually directly speaking to you right now. You guys were born with more awareness than my generation. I'm 50. So you guys know exactly what's going on. The things that we didn't know, you came in with. You're so fortunate for that, because that had to happen in order for you guys to create the advancement in this human life, if you will, the time frame that you're going to be here, because things have progressed so quickly, especially with technology and other things like that. All right. So we have the Three of Wands in your current energy with the Seven of Cups and the Two of Swords. There's a lot of confusion and frustration. You were trying to be patient. Sometimes you were impatient. It's like, I know what I want, but I can't sit here in this undecided place. I need to understand what's going on. And the Seven of Cups, like, that could be options. You have other options that are available to you, whether it be in relationships or jobs, or it could be creating a sense of delusion. So the Three of Wands is like waiting for things to come in, waiting for things to happen. Instead of focusing on what's going on right now and whether that's working for you, it's like waiting to see if things are going to change. And I think you realize they're not. And if somebody isn't the way that you really, really want them to be when you first meet them, or they show you within the first month or so who they are, you can guarantee yourself that they're not going to change. I think a lot of us do that, hoping that things will get better, and they just don't. So you've been put in a tough position. Now, this could be the same thing with a job. You may have put all your effort into it, hoping that things were going to get better, and now you're at a place where, okay, I have more options. I want to either choose to move on. I don't want to leave anybody in a lurch, but I need to find what's going to work best for me. And if this isn't going to get to the place that I wanted it to, then I have to make this tough decision. All right, so in the near future, we have the Queen of Pentacles with the Ten of Swords. That's why it's so difficult for you. It's a huge burden to carry a lot of the responsibility on your shoulders. Maybe you're someone who carries a lot of it at work. It feels like that's what happens, is that people have a tendency to dump things onto you because you are stable and you get things done. But that just creates more stress and more worry and more burden for you. With the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, the opportunity that you may be looking for just hasn't come to you yet. When it's in reverse, it's almost like we can't see it. Like with the Four of Cups, I'm reversing the energy now and saying that sometimes you can't see when there's something there for you. Yes, there's some good going on, but there could be an offer coming towards you, and they just want you to be aware of that. Now, whatever's meant for you is not going to pass you by. Trust me, the universe will beat you upside the head until you finally recognize that this is the direction you need to go. I do feel like you're going to have someone who's interested in you and what you have to offer. So if this isn't a partner that comes in, someone who's has a lot of integrity and very loving, this is going to be for those of you that are single and looking for the future. This is someone who's really honest. I don't sense a lot of overly emotional. I just sense, well, that's air. So Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius, this person's just going to be very straightforward with you. I think this is also, if you were to move on to a new job, a new boss who's going to be just cut to the chase, straightforward, no BS, not lie to you about the possibilities. I think you may have been misled by not only a partner, but also somebody at work that made you feel as though things were going to be better than they actually were. With the Death in reverse, this is a huge transformation. And what it's doing is it's taking you out of a place where you're constantly waiting to see if things are growing. You know, this can be, yes, be patient, but in this case, I'm going to say to you guys the opposite. Let it go. If it's not working for you, this is the time when you need to release it. I feel like over October, November, December, throughout the end of this year, things are going to start shifting for you, and you're going to go from a place where you felt like you've been waiting into an energy of receiving. So take that leap of faith. The Fool card's coming up for a reason, because as soon as you do, that's when things start moving. It's like the doors will open, the communication starts coming in, surprise encounters start happening, and then the Wheel of Fortune comes in. This is a really good reading for you guys. So I don't know what shifts. Everybody's in a different place, but something could resonate for you. And even if you guys are on, say, 3 months difference timeline, it just means that this is the energy that's coming towards you. So look forward to that, because this is a big, big change in your fortune. It could be, yes, that it's just a small increase, but it's going to feel so much better because you're not killing yourself and not receiving what you're worth. At least you'll be getting what you're worth in both, again, a relationship and or in work. It feels like it's more focused on that. Now, this new person, they're saying take a leap of faith. If you have an interest in opening up for love, take that chance, open yourself up. There's a lot of passionate energy with the wands, but things may move kind of quickly, and that's okay with the Wheel of Fortune after. That means, and I don't normally suggest this, this is not one of those things where I think you're going to have to worry about taking your time. It's like it's just going to click right off the bat, and that's how things are going to shift. You could meet Leo, Taurus, Aries, Sag, and Earth. Or not Earth, I'm sorry, Air. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. All right, so I'm going to put these down, and we'll clarify the other cards. We've gotten a lot of info out of just what we've done so far. So I won't drag this out too much, and we'll get into you and your person. So let's see what other messages really quickly when we clarify. This is for Aries, the Devil in reverse, and the King of Cups. So then we have the Nine of Swords. That's you, that worrying energy. You know how I said that there's somebody around you that seems to push you as if they either hold you back or they push you, and it's like you just can't find your stability, and that's what's stressing you out. I feel that really strongly. You want to find the independence. It could be that they create some kind of a sense of, like, you're not insecure, but we all have insecurities. It's something they say shifts or triggers you, and it doesn't feel very good. I don't like the energy very much, but it seems to be stressing you out. And then we have the Three of Swords. So you could be dealing with somebody that constantly puts you in a situation of triangulation. Does it mean that you are being cheated on, that there's a third party? Not always. It's just like there's a constant sense of being hurt over and over again with this energy. So as loving as they may be, it doesn't mean just because they're a water sign that they're automatically emotional and that they're not manipulative. So know that whatever it is that you're stressed out about, whatever heartbreak you're dealing with right now, there is new energy coming towards you. I know that doesn't help when you're in a painful situation. This is just trying to encourage you to understand what you're going through. If you're dealing with an emotionally manipulative person, triangulation is a common tactic of narcissists. So they can put you in a place where you feel like you're competing with their work people, their friends, any kind of situation, even their own mother. Like, people are pretty twisted that way. So this person could make you feel like that. I don't normally talk this in depth about it in the reading, so this is going to resonate for someone. Then we have the Knight of Cups coming in. So waiting and being patient and knowing that you have other options does open you up for a new energy to come towards you. That person that I said could be for those of you that are single, for those of you that are in a tough relationship. This is you riding your pretty rear end out of that situation into something that's going to be much more reciprocal, more emotional probably than what you were dealing with in the past. It's like regaining excitement about love again once you get past that hurt or pain. All right, so let's look at the Seven of Cups with the Two of Swords. There you go. Clarity. It's a moment of, okay, this is it. I know I have options. I'm not going to sit around and wait. I know that things are going to come to me that belong to me. And that clarity is there for you as you start to ride pretty off into the sunset with all of that love that you have to give. All right, the Queen of Pentacles with the Ten of Wands. The Page of Pentacles. So this could be a younger person that has some financial needs, and that could be the burden that you're dealing with. You being the stable person or the primary income in your family even. You could have children that are going to school, or something's going on where there's a lot that they need from you at this point. So that could come up in the near future where you have some extra debts because of your kids. All right, let's look at the Ten of Wands with the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. So we have the Four of Swords. So this is just going over things. It's literally thinking about what is stressing you out and putting it into perspective and how you need to shift and change those energies in order for you to get the opportunities that you want. Now, I do feel like the love sector, for those of you that are looking, is going to open up, and you're going to have really clear understanding of what you want moving forward. going from the Two of Swords to the Ace of Swords. Now here, you may be a little bit in your head about how you're going to take care of these things financially that are coming up, but I do think there's going to be major solutions to it because of what I discussed before, the opportunities I think that are going to come to you. They're going to create more income. Just remember that no matter how hard things are, yes, people get into a tough position. The universe will find a way to make sure that you can pay for things. The only time that you're in a position where you just can't is when the universe is trying to shift you out of something and you refuse to do it. Then it will pull your resources from you in order to force you into change. Trust me, I've been through it. All right, so I'm going to clear this and we'll get into the person that's on your mind. Okay, this is for my Aries. So 8 of Swords was in reverse. So there's an energy of getting to a place where you know you're not stuck or trapped or feeling that way. Let's see. Aries person. Your person is the Queen of Cups with the Star card. Wow. And then we have the Queen of Swords in reverse and the King of Swords. This is a lot of energies in this. It could be a man that's dealing with 2 women. Like I said, the third party. So you could be dealing with somebody who's done this. The 5 of Cups is your energy. Sad. Absolutely. This is heartbreak. All right. So this is going to be a tough one. This is not going to be for those of you that are just curious about someone you might be interested in. The Strength card is in reverse. This is taking a toll on you and your body, your physical health. The Queen of Cups, the Star card, the Queen of Swords in reverse, and the King of Swords. This does not have to be a man that's dealing with 2 women. It could be the opposite. It could be a woman dealing with 2 men. There's confusion around this. There's a lot of healing that needs to be done. I feel like one person has been cut off and that person is not particularly kind. You may have actually heard something from the other party. For those of you, I'm going to try to see if I can find messages for those of you that are not in a third party situation. This would be somebody who is confused about where you're coming from. It's like they feel that you're loving. They feel like you could be their wish come true, but there's a part of them that's not sure that you're telling them the whole truth. And remember I said the King of Swords came out before. So somebody's coming towards you if you hadn't met them yet. Obviously this is not for singles, but this is someone who tells the truth it has a lot of integrity. Now on the flip side, this could be somebody who's very sharp with their words and they were dealing with another party and decided to cut them off because they want to be with you. They've told you that you are their wish fulfillment. But see how she has 1 foot in and 1 foot out? That to me is not being able to make a decision about something. So if you're questioning whether this person's still involved, I'm going to say no, not right now. But clearly this has created sadness for some of you, and it's kept you in your head in the past to the point where you've almost shut down in a way that you can't communicate anymore, like how you feel. You don't trust it. You've lost faith is what I feel like is happening. Now, could you have decided to divorce this person? Yeah, but most people wouldn't be here if they've already decided to divorce them. Some, I've had readings where people were still interested in their ex-husbands. So if that's not you, this is just a case of losing faith and withdrawing and not being sure because there's so much emotion and so much hurt involved. All right, so let's get the romance angels and just see what comes out, and then we'll get some advice for you as well. This is for Aries, please. All right, so we have soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. Passion. Ooh. And then love yourself first. That's the most important. Religious factors. And then we have separation. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon. So for those of you who have not separated from this person and you sense or you have found out and there's been a coming out about knowing that that third party is there, most people don't stay. Some people do. It's going to be up to you. Maybe you're just waiting for them to make a decision. Again, please don't bark at me. I'm giving you both scenarios. People get really upset and say, I would never take an ex back. Okay, well, then I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to somebody else. All right, so soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. Passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. Love yourself first. This is the most important thing is Just because somebody makes a mistake doesn't mean that they're a horrible person. Sometimes people do that because of their own inside issues. Their cheating is never about you, ever. Male or female, it isn't about you, it's about them. So that is the hardest lesson to learn, is that they're doing it because they need the attention. They need something. It's not because you don't give enough to them. A lot of cheaters will tell you that they're missing something at home. Unless there's complete alienation and abandonment, I can't see why, somebody cheats for their own reasons, really. Yes, sometimes there is neglect in a home situation, but you could leave, right? Anyway, love yourself first, and then religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. That could be the case for some of you. Some of you could just be on your spiritual journey, and this person's not quite there yet. All right, let's get a little bit of advice. This is for Aries. Oh, having a tough time getting the cards to shuffle and then come together. So it's saying take a chance. Interesting. Be patient, and then be honest, and have faith, because right now I don't think you have faith that this can work out. Again, patience. There's a lot of patience and waiting if you are willing to work with this. If there wasn't a third party and maybe there's just a mix of energy and this person's just trying to get to know you and isn't sure, and you aren't sure that you can tell them the truth about yourself, maybe, then give it a shot, because I feel like they're going to be open to it. Now, the Six of Wands in reverse does not mean that there isn't going to be a victory. It just means that that's the energy. Like, have faith that it will, because with the Hierophant in reverse, it says that you've lost some faith. All right. Now, let's get the Lovers Oracle. This is for Aries. Okay, there's one that wants to creep out. So we have, my beloved, though we may be physically apart, spiritually we were always united. For love transcends space and time, nothing is missing. And then we have forgiveness. Stop focusing your energy on past events, for life is too precious to waste. You create your reality by what you think, dream, and imagine. And then this one was sticking out. It says healing. Imagine yourself and your beloved surrounded by light. Feel your relationship being healed this very moment. That's for a group of you that may be going through something difficult where the relationship is meant to be healed and you're meant to be together. All right, so last but not least, we're going to get a couple of messages from the Wisdom of the Oracle. This is for Aries. This is getting pretty long, guys. All right, let's see. We have round and round. That's at in your mind. Are you going round and round? Building blocks, starting over. That's a 10. Yep, between worlds. Trying to decide, do I want this? Can I go from this dark space to a light space? Look at that. And loyal heart to the sea. Go with the flow. And then a message in a bottle. This person really does have a tremendous amount of love for you. So if you doubt that, please don't. People make mistakes. I'm not making excuses for the behavior. I just think you want to come out of this. There's a lot of 7s here. So you could be seeing 7s a lot, or 3s. Building blocks, starting over, starting from the beginning. Like I said, going from the dark into the light. And then we have loyal heart. This is my pair, my king and queen. And then to the sea. That to me is going with the flow and trusting that things will turn out the way that they are meant to. A message in a bottle. This person really loves you. I know that's hard to believe when they make a mistake, if they did. If not, and you're just here because you're interested, this person has a deep, deep feeling for you, and they definitely seem like they want this relationship to work out. All right, my loves, I hope that helped. Thank you so much for being with me till the end. And again, thank you for all of your support, your likes, shares, comments, and subscribes. Personal readings in the description box below. I hope you have an amazing 10 days, and I'll see you in the next one. Lots of love. Bye.